Guys, we're back and we're leaving. Let's open this.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Cool lighter, guys. I would have to say.
When we get to the Bomba, a man could die of thirst on a case like this.
Bro, let's go!
I'm at a loss.
Why not follow up on the Bomba? I could use a belt.
Yep. Because I found this game. That's all it is. Oh, shit. Nice to get the part. Suicide! on. Now I'm supposed to get over there.
He's dull as
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case?
LAPD, police emergency.
Not a care in the world.
Okay, that's easy. It's simple enough.
Not good. Just a scratch. Damn it! No harm done.
Oh God. Damn, people. Something's right.
These people!
I can't get the car through, okay? I'm sorry. Where'd that guy come from? He was in the car with me, okay? I was by myself. I don't know where he came from, but okay. There we go. Now let's go in there. Ask our questions.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Yeah, while you sit there and drink off your ass while you do all the work. Bullshit.
Your married man again?
Bullshit.
You going to pay for that?
Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full roof.
On the house off.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get on to Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but I got no answer.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Sam has taken
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Damn, we got another good clue, guys. I'll take it.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
You drove me up to Mulholland and we did some necking.
Did you cover my shift on Wednesday?
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Yeah, while you're drinking off your ass. Goes from the fucking woman.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
I need you to take a left at the next corner. That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Take the next right. Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led...
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Up ahead, you make a right.
This officer needs help.
Oh my
Bank of
God,
America,
brother, oh
$7.
brother.
Officer needs help. Bank of
Worse
America,
than I could
$7.
ever have
The
imagined.
211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. So wait for the next turning and go right. Up ahead, you make a right. So wait for the next turning and go right. Straight ahead. Through this intersection. You need to turn left at the next junction. Up ahead, you turn left. Straight through the next intersection.
Here, guys. Time to go.
You're making a right at the next intersection. Hey, come on! Up ahead, you make a right. Keep on straight.
Oh, this guy knows his shit.
You don't need to turn here. Take the next right. Take the next right. Take the next right. Okay, so go left at the next one. Take the next left.
Can we discuss this later?
I got some test results to
catch all
process,
the
and I need to
good
give
ones.
evidence at an arraignment.
So what next?
You got her address? You got to try to find next of kin somewhere. Let's go.
Out of the way. This report doesn't need a dozen pictures of your pinstriped ass.
Go right, just now. Hang a right. It's left at the next intersection.
I turn.
You're taking the next left.
She wasn't that. Well, it wasn't that far from the crime scene. Shit. Yeah, it's going this way, guys. Please, close it.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Doesn't even look like anyone's in there, but who knows?
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like some...
Help me out.
Nobody home. Don't be shy, Phelps. If we want something on this broad, we're gonna have to search the place.
Maybe if... No.
I have no idea what we're actually looking for.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Yeah.
Don't think this is going to help us. Incidental.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Nobody's on that side. Come this side. Bro, tell me some stuff, whatever you know.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving, but she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
I'm back, bro. Where are you? Bruh. Oh, I never changed that.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that. Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive. This isn't what we're looking for.
Are you, bro? Fucking car?
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
What now?
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say. You need to turn left at the next junction. Take the next left.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she's probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
And keep on going. So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole. You don't need to turn here.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
And keep on going. Go right through here. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Stop. Turn back the other way. Go left now.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. A 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
You're making a right at the next intersection. Go right, just now. I need you to take a left at the next corner. Take the next left. Up ahead, you turn left. So wait for the next turning and go right. You're taking the next left. Okay, so go left at the next one. You're taking the next left.
Officer needs help, 103 and east.
Go left just now. Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Alright, bro.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's...
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I think he's the one that killed her.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
You're gonna accuse him, guys. I don't give a shit anymore.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh? I've had just about enough of you.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
We know that she drinks, Jacob. Drunks have regular haunts, places they feel relaxed.
Celine did most of her drinking at home. She didn't have many friends left. Not many alcoholics do. Not real friends, anyway.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
And how are we meant to believe that, Jacob? It isn't looking good for you.
That nosy bitch from next door, Jenny Horgan. She'll tell you I left. And what time.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
So you were here, tucked up in bed, while someone was out there beating your wife's brains out. That's all you've got?
Talk to the bartender at the Bomba Club. He'll tell you he called here last night, and I answered the phone.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're not being... Okay. This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Come on, Jacob.
What's this bunker?
Yeah, take that. Bitch, you're going to jail for being a police officer now.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
You're going to jail. Let's go, bro.
I've got nothing to say to you bastards.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly. Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doctor. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
From jail, scumbag.
Let's follow Jacob back to the station. Something about getting jumped makes me all itchy to lock him up.
Yeah, it's good decision.
I need you to take a left at the next corner.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now. Go left now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're going to get. Up ahead, you turn left. You're taking the next left. Around to the right. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Just ignore this turn. Go right through here.
Okay, bro. You're the boss.
Up ahead, you turn left.
You know the one thing I haven't seen in this game is an actual truck.
Stop, just ahead.
I've seen a lot of cars and more trucks. Well, but if you guys like content, follow all of our social medias on the main page of the Twitch account.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob, and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, Phelps. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Your marriage was over. You took her in, and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
It wasn't the first time you hit her, was it, Jacob?
This might sound dumb, but sometimes I had to defend myself. She was strong and dangerous when she was drunk.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
You were at home in bed while your wife was putting out to some stranger? What kind of man are you, Jacob, that you allow that?
You son of a bitch. You got no right talking about my wife like that.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You used your wife's lipstick to leave us a message. Was it a cry for help, Jacob?
Well, the last time I didn't kill my wife. I'm done with you. You should charge me or let me go. If not, I'm going to get myself a lawyer.
I don't see any way out of this unless you give us something.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
You still want to?
We can still pull down a conviction for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez guy. We can still pull down a conviction for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez guy. Up ahead, you make a right.
That's no...
You're making a right at the next intersection. So wait for the next turning and go right. Okay, so go left at the next one. It's left at the next intersection. Okay, at the next corner, go right.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 is shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify.
Okay, so go left at the next one.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober. You're taking the next left.
So that's why you never sober up.
Turn left at this one here. Exactly. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
She wants a 5-star. Goddamn. That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now there's an oxymoron for you. If you can fake sincerity, you got it made.
I'm in the right area.
Pull over. We're here. This is the place.
I don't know which way is the whatever.
Take her right.
Frequency 2, stand by.
Straight on.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there! You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive.
Back up, go.
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
He's way too fast for us.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it on the road, goddammit!
Oh!
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Hands behind your head!
Sounds so sweet. Hellfire.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
That was my trick yet. It's only some to 3,795. 10 view on down to 0. Enter city damage. 562. Not too bad. Let's keep going, guys.
I need something to soothe this pain, to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning.
Swallows on you guys.
I'm burning up for you.
Fuck, another murder case probably, guys.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
That bum took a swipe at me, so I put him down in my sap.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Take the next left. You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
And keep on going. But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all. Up ahead, you make a right. Okay, at the next corner, go right. So wait for the next turning and go right. Easy.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendez.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Detective, I was first on scene.
No other reporters. Just get the juice from the reporting officer in the corner.
It's got to be something big, right?
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. A family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Oh shit, let's see. She didn't get murdered in a rage.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Here
she is.
Yeah, she got raped.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Look at your mark. It's very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Footprint.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You spoken to Carruthers yet?
I'm at a loss.
We have her ID and an address. Someone at home might be able to tell us something more about her.
You driving this time? Or make me drive?
Turn back. We're going the wrong way.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Around to the right. There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out...
Comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? You know, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps? Take a left.
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
Ha! You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend. Just ignore this turn.
This conversation is over.
Take the next right.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. 211 shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify.
Keep on going through here. Keep on straight.
Okay.
Don't turn here.
Stop running. I like how our food is getting on now on GPS. He just tells me where to go.
Up ahead, you turn left. I need you to take a left at the next corner.
Go left, just now.
Okay, so go left at the next one. You're making a right at the next intersection.
I think it's following all the way up. And we're there.
Take the next right.
Cole!
Take the next right. Take the next right.
Go left now.
Okay.
I've always found the siren useful in situations like this. You don't need to turn here.
Guys,
Stay on this road.
the next
I need you to take a left at the next corner.
finish for you guys is
Okay, so go left at the next one.
I'm gonna play some Godfather next. After we beat this game for you guys.
Almost there now.
But I don't know what the next game should play.
Stop just ahead.
I haven't actually decided what game we're gonna play next. Let me beat this one. I'll let you guys decide.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you.
God, scary when the
Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
the daughter opens the door for the police. Lets them in. And they're talking to her. She's like, what's going on? Where's my mommy at?
We're gonna have a look around.
She's like, I don't know
He'll be
what to
back
tell
in a
you.
moment. Just sit tight.
But go ahead, do what you need to do.
Doesn't look like anything.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
That's coming. Or something. Who the hell are you guys?
Work boots. Size 8s.
Shit, that could be it.
No sign of a wedding ring. Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Oh, crap. Scared, man. It's just, I probably have to go look up on her.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
I don't break bad
You think you
news
could
to you
answer a
like
few
that.
questions for us?
Could try.
Let's go.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
And guys, this television really start kicking in. Myself. God, I don't want to be rude to this little girl. I don't know what to do. Let's go look up.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
I'm just gonna get out of here.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Mueller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is
See,
Go
I
to your
knew he
room,
was
young
gonna say
lady.
something.
She's
Be
not even out of
mad.
school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Oh no, we gotta
Sure,
interrogate him.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
He's lying.
You know anyone who wears a smallish men's shoe who had a major grudge against your wife? Is there something you would like to tell us, Hugo?
No, I do not. You finished making hints?
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
And you didn't report that she was missing till this morning? That's very unusual, Mr. Mueller, not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different? You better think about leaving, or you're going to have some trouble on your hands.
So you were here all night? You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these accusations.
Oh my God.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Don't know what you're doing.
Where's the school?
Belmont High on West 2nd Street. There's a parking lot next door where the parents wait for the kids.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, God damn it.
I think you set this up, Hugo. I think you kicked up a fuss about staying home for an alibi. Then you followed your wife and murdered her.
You're out of your mind coming in here making accusations like that. Come out into the yard and I'll make you take that back, mister.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on it.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
I guess we
Yes, ma'am.
something.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Cover me, bro.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Tackle time. Tackle time. Scumbag.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Seems like a nice boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL. So wait for the next turning and go right. Up ahead, you make a right.
You know,
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day. Take the next right. Take a left.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
Take the next left. You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Any Central Unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further. Go left now. Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's Razor. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex Ignoramus.
Close.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Come on, sick bastard. Don't make me have to talk with you, bitch.
Lock him up and throw away the key. There he is, officer.
Yeah, my guy's getting tired. Gotta go to...
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
Do the crime.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help. This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Search
We'll take
the
it from
car
here.
for physical evidence.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
This the guy that killed her.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Mueller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
I like those guys.
They've been talking about on the radio?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help
Detective.
This guy must have...
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the M.I.L.F homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks for your help.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way. You're making a right at the next intersection.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Mueller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
Up ahead, you make a right. I never said it wasn't Mueller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont. Straight ahead.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
You really want to run that risk? You don't need to turn here. You're going straight here.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Through this intersection. Keep on going through here. Straight on.
What's up?
Stay on this road. God, you're gonna kill us! Almost there now.
Not gonna kill us, but I got us down one piece, bitch. Fuck up.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him... Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Boy.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes. I'll be dealing personally with
Thanks for watching.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week to get an ID.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case. This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
I'm just praying the prince come through so I can nail this son of a bitch.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're gonna die for this, Mueller. Better give me something if I'm gonna believe your story.
My conscience is clear. You can't badger me into admitting anything.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
You're full of shit, Hugo. You want us to feel sorry for you? We feel sorry for your wife. The blood came from the wound in your wife's head.
Why would I lie? You can check at the workshop. You don't want to catch the real guy. You just want to blame me.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
Do you know anything about braided ropes?
Some. They're mainly used for mooring lines, hawsers, you know, that kind of stuff. We don't have much use for them in the machine shop. We use chain hoists.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
It was you, Hugo. I'm offering you a chance to come clean on this.
For the last time, I did not kill my wife.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You killed Mrs. Mueller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Mrs. Mueller was strangled with a triple braid. Give me something, Eli.
I like braid, but I didn't rope that woman. You're not hanging this one on me, partner.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I've had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
You better not be lying to me, Eli. If I send an officer down there to find out and it turns out you wasted his time...
Hell, I ain't lying. That ain't worth lying over.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
You looking for some wisdom in that book of yours?
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about?
That's the guy. Detective, that's him. That's the guy who parked the car, I'm sure of it. Hey, he's getting away!
That's not true.
You gotta get me closer. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit it, Cole. Spit him out. Now is not the time to play around, Phelps.
So arrest him with a chip, guys. I'm what they did me.
Tram!
Who's Ex Machina? We got lucky, right?
You and your goddamn Latin, Phelps.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Going to jail, scumbag. You're a scumbag on for the rest of your life. You've never seen your daughter again.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Get the hell out of my face.
Phelps! We captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier.
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
Well, they're beat. Why they look so sullen. We're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Yeah, this Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の階層と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キスマ、何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
one question. Why do I get all the naked murder ladies?
So wait for the next turning and go right.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
Straight on. Straight through the next intersection. You're taking the next left. You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps. Straight on. Straight through the next intersection. Head right. Turn left at this one here. Go right, just now. Stop just ahead.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Crothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. Kiss the blood, BD. Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered, naked.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
May as well follow the trail. Antonia. Huh, same as the library card.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
On it goes. Any ideas?
Keep looking, Phelps. We get enough and we can start retracing the killer's steps.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence. Advice?
Keep looking, Phelps. We get enough and we can start retracing the killer's steps.